Hello, Pisces, my friends. Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So, Pisces, this is your This Karmic Cycle reading. So, I just did Aquarius's. I think it's kind of good. It's very informative. So what this is basically about, I'm using mostly oracle cards, and I will use one tarot deck to do a little bit of clarification. So the first thing that I'm going to be asking is, what is this karmic cycle? What is this? You know, we need to know if we're going to do the reading. So I'm going to ask that with my energy oracle deck. And then I'm going to go into my little puppy wisdom deck here to ask what your strength is, which is in this karmic cycle, to help you through it. Something that you should really utilize the most, focus on, to learn and to grow and to move forward in this karmic cycle. And then what your weakness is as well with this deck. And I picked it because dogs are honest. Dogs will tell you right up. You'll know if a dog doesn't like you. You'll know, you know, they're honest. Just like a big lab. Just picture a big lab, like they're gonna tell you. So we want the honesty in this because this is about personal growth in this reading. This could be a karmic cycle that A, you are either just starting to enter, B, you're in the middle of it, or C, you're starting to exit it. You're starting to kind of complete it and finalize it. So I think it would be kind of good, actually, if it was a cycle you felt yourself just sort of going into. However, I don't know what the likelihood is of anyone knowing, oh, this is a karmic cycle about that, because then I don't think you would enter it. Because we usually, you know, if we find ourselves in a situation, we didn't really anticipate that, and it's a situation that seems very difficult, that there's a lot of triggers for us. It's pushing us through things that we feel uncomfortable about. Karmic cycles are a lot of that. So we would probably try to avoid it. I'm guessing that for most people, they will either be in the middle of this or coming to the end of this cycle. And then, so I will clarify your weakness and your strength with the tarot. And then we will go into the Return of Spirit Oracle deck to find out what the reward. What's the reward for you in all this? There's something. There's something that comes to you through completing this karmic cycle. So Pisces, let's get started. What is this karmic cycle for Pisces? What is this karmic cycle for Pisces? And it's important to know too that we're all in and out of more than one karmic cycle at any given time. Some are more, some trump others. Let's just say that. More than others do. Wow. The Magician and the Mirror. This is a very interesting karmic cycle that you are in. This is balancing two energies that you would not normally associate with yourself. I want to say it's very much about air and fire. So, seems appropriate, doesn't it, being a water sign? So you are, and it's the magic in, the magic in you pushing past, understanding and knowing more about what you feel very passionate about, what you feel very creative about, what your truth is without compromise. Using your words in a very powerful way to express what you are passionate about. Like combining these two energies of air and fire. Like just imagine in one hand, he is holding all the energy of Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And then in the other hand, he's holding all the energy of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It's very powerful energy. So you are in this is a very powerful cycle. And I want to say that it's probably pushing you, I can see that. It's probably pushing you guys into situations where you've had to take on strong leadership roles. You've had to really think yourself out of the box. Like coordinate and plan, like a lot of, and it's not to say that you can't do that as a Piscean. It's just that I've been getting, not so much recently, but at the end of the year, we're getting a lot of messages for you, like taking on this Emperor energy, which is Aries energy as well. So I'm kind of seeing like that's the cycle here. And because we were getting those messages, and I do kind of feel like that with you, that you have been taking on these other zodiac attributes, but that's something that Pisces does, being the last in the zodiac, but more so than usual. And it is really about pushing the boundaries of balance for you in terms of your passion and your desires, being able to execute that in a very thoughtful and intelligent way, and to speak and to live the truth of what it is that you really want and want to achieve. Infinite, wow. Yeah, infinite possibilities. I'm already getting messages about this cycle for you guys. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big cycle. Okay, so let's find out what your strength is here. What is Pisces strength? Holy, wow. It looks like you had 3. That's good. It's good to get lots of cards for your strength. I was telling Aquarius, when I was sort of working out this, I was doing it for myself, and then I was kind of doing it for them, like a pretend working it out, and I would get like 1 strength. And then I got like 4 or 5 weaknesses, and so did they. So, but yeah, you have, wow. Jeez, these are interesting. I didn't even look at them at first. So the first one is loneliness. Second one is perseverance. My gosh. And then the third is contentment. Wow. This is your strength, Pisces. This is your strength. Yeah, this is really a journey that you're doing on your own, and that is your strength. That is finding your strength too, is the message that's kind of coming in here, where in the past, you may have relied on others to do certain aspects of what it is that you're involved in now. And I'm just, you know, I'm getting that, it's not so much a visual, but that sound of, you know, it's dead silent, but all you hear is a cricket. And that's kind of that loneliness energy. And it may be specifically just feeling loneliness because part of this is pushing you. These 2 energies are very powerful. They're also very, I want to say, yang. Is it yang? The kind of do-it energy. It's attributed with more masculine, and the yin is the feminine, I believe. I'm getting that right. Sorry, I haven't had a lot of sleep lately. But so this more like, I want to say yang energy. Like if you think about the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands in the tarot, they're both on horses that are driving forward, right? Driving forward, looking for something, going after what they desire. There may be a chance involved. There may be a risk, but usually the payback far outweighs whatever that risk is, and they go for it. Now, if you think about the 2 opposite energies of water and earth, the earth is the slowest moving knight in the deck. You know, it's often depicted that horse is just a statue and it's just standing there. So you got to go at some point. Maybe you just got to get off the horse and walk. I don't know. But it's not like, it's kind of steady, grounded, firm. It may wait for the opportunity to come to it instead of it going to it. And water is very flowing and very mutable energy, kind of is driven by feelings and emotions and love. Now, this is all about action. And I feel like this is your strength, because this is strengthening this journey for you. Is any point of loneliness, feeling like I just gonna have to go and do it. I'm just gonna have to go and find it. I'm gonna go and have to claim it. Like, it's pushing you, it's driving you. This is the strength. So, and then loneliness can be a very sad point. You can be surrounded by people too, but still feel completely alone if you're not connected to the right people. So this is what's strengthening this cycle for you. It might seem hard to believe, but if you look at what that feeling of loneliness has caused you to do, has caused you how to react, you might see it. And then the perseverance here, I want to say, is knowing and believing in yourself more than you ever did before through this cycle, knowing and believing in yourself more than you ever did before with perseverance. And I think what's really cute is like these two are both kind of like, this, you know, he looks kind of lonely, and this one just looks like, yeah, I'm tired. I can't sniff out anymore. I just can't do it. And then, but then we finally get to contentment. And then you really do become, this is where the strength was like building up the strength in this. And then you do finally become quite content with who you are and what you can achieve and what you can make and feel and do. So what is the weakness? What you kind of need to be aware of? What is the weakness in this karmic cycle? And you got one, so you're doing really good. Oh, hesitation. Hesitation, and now doesn't that make sense though when we talked about the energy here? You know, I feel like it's like the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. It's go, go, go. Go and get it, go and claim it, go after it. Is there, you know, the Knight of Wands is often said to be the one that will take the chance, will take the risk, because the gains or the benefits far outweigh whatever that risk is, where a lot of people are like, there's a little risk involved, I'm not going to do it. So they don't get that opportunity. The hesitation here, that's the weakness. And it's the only card that came out for you in terms of a weakness, so that's pretty good. Let's see what the tarot has to tell us a little more. So what does the tarot have to tell us, Pisces, a little more about? I'm actually going to ask a little bit more about this Magician in the Mirror, to be honest. I'm going to clarify a bit of that, and then we'll clarify your strength and your weakness. The Magician in the Mirror. And tell Pisces more about the Magician in the Mirror. Oh, it's a whole story here. The Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Wands. It's all in there? Whoops, all in there. Ooh, who did we drop? I think we dropped the Three of Wands. Okay. So the Magician in the Mirror here. I feel like this has pushed you past things that you've been comfortable working in before. I want to say that you probably, before entering this cycle, found yourself working towards certain things, certain goals, having an idea of what you wanted to do with your life or career, hobbies, whatever it is. And then it almost just kind of hit you like a wave, almost like you just unknowingly entered a new energy where you would just almost wake up one morning and just feel like, this isn't right. I need to go somewhere better. Kind of didn't know where it was. It was like a little bit of a blind leap of faith here. I just need to go somewhere better. I can't do this anymore. What the hell have I been doing for 20 years or 10 years or 30, whatever it was. And then here with these two cards, I feel very much so that there was a lot of inner conflict here. There may have even been some outer conflict and people saying, you know, why are you doing that? Why are you walking away from that? Or why, like, I feel like you felt very drawn in some sense to walk away from something that people really associated with you too. Like, well, you've always done that. Like, why would you not do that anymore? That seems crazy. But you were really, really willing to look at yourself in a whole new way and to try to get a different perspective here and to see beyond who you were, like to really start a soul journey in a sense, right? Why is that laying down there? It was laying down on the flat down. I'm going to show you in a minute what it is. It's separate to me from these cards. So then we have the Three of Wands. There we go. You're going, so this, I feel like, yeah, you may be at the beginning of this cycle. You're definitely in it. And you're looking, there's something you're looking for, something greater than you, I want to say. You're up quite high. This person stands quite high up on that ledge and looks out into the water. Like, I know that there's something out there. I feel like this is sort of the drive for you in this cycle. It's a very spiritual feeling, emotional drive. Which is interesting because in Aquarius, we were just talking about how important it was to get into that energy, to recognize what didn't serve you and what you should do for yourself, where I feel like, you know, you're still utilizing Pisces energy. You're still feelings and emotions about where you want to go. You're feeling this, and look, this was just laying on the table, face down there for me to pick up. The Queen of Cups. So yes, you do know what you're doing. You definitely, and I want to say, you are not losing the real aspect and energy of yourself, but you are playing with the mutability of energy right now, is this cycle, in a way. You're playing with how mutable energy is and how you can take on that energy. Let's look at the, I just want to look at the hesitation here. The weakness is the hesitation. So let's get some information about this hesitation. The weakness is the hesitation. More information about the hesitation. The moon. Oh my gosh, why would you? You are this energy. Any other sign I pull this card out for, it's not necessarily good. It's just about, you know, stuff we don't understand. You need to utilize your intuition a little bit more. Things will become more apparent as you move further on during this cycle, this whatever this is. But yeah, the hesitation here. Don't, interesting message too, don't pull into too much into that fire and air energy that you hesitate. Because this is you, because you can kind of see, you know where this is going to take you. Don't forget that. You know. Others may not know. This is your card. This is your energy. You can see it. You can feel it. You get it. You can see through the moonlight. You can understand all of the shifts in the shadows and the light that happen. Everyone else needs the daylight, but you can do this in the dark, right? You can actually do this. I like to put these two together. How powerful. Really powerful. All right, well, let's get to the best part. Let's find out what the reward is for you in all of this. One came out, and it's one. Makes a lot of sense. It's a frequency shift. I feel, actually with you, I feel like energy splitting off into two different ways, which is kind of interesting because this magician in the mirror is holding two different energies in his hands. This is more, wow, this is almost like a duality. This is almost like a frequency shift that's like a do-boo, but there's energy coming off here too. Give me a second. I feel like I'm looking at this and I'm seeing like a little kidney coming out of an egg. Like a kidney that's been hatched out of an egg. It's telling me like it's purifying. It's purifying like what the energy that flows through you. It's purifying the energy that flows through you. And in doing that, I feel like you almost create a new energy in this frequency shift. Like something beyond what we would recognize as fire, air, earth, water. Interesting. I need to pull a tarot card on that. Frequency shift. What is this additional energy that that Pisces is bringing to, is opening up, it's hatching out. Man, these cards are flying all over. What is this? Oh, wow. Ooh, okay, it's bringing balance. I understand that it's bringing balance. It's balancing out a very large karmic cycle for you. Oh, this is so interesting. I had this message once before, and I know it was for Pisces. It was a long time ago. Okay, so I feel like some of you, I kind of felt like this early on in the reading, and I'm getting it very strongly now. And I feel like for some of you that this is the last time here on Earth. This is a very, very like out there message. So it feels like Earth is a very low density planet. And but there's a lot that can be accomplished and learned here for our souls and to develop and grow. And I don't know where the next one is. I have no idea. Maybe if I did a meditation or something one day, I could open up and see something. But I don't know. Maybe Spirit will tell me one day. But I feel like I'm really getting a message here that you are going on to another level, to another, like in your next incarnation. It won't be here on Earth. So this is opening up some sort of new energy, something that's beyond fire, air, earth, and water, that is experienced there, that other planet, that where you'll be incarnating. That's a really big, that's quite big. And you know, and I see that for Pisces, you know, being the last one in the zodiac too, and also Pisces being known to harness and take on these other energies of the other zodiacs. It's, yeah, it's, for some of you, it is a completion here. This is the end of the cycle. And that is, I'm getting like this really, it came in quite strongly with this card, that is the final judgment, the final call, the last little bit of balance that is required for you. And it's quite interesting because when I do the general readings, well, when I do private readings, almost every time for anyone who's getting a reading that's a Pisces, I don't get a lot of like love romance readings for Pisces. They're almost always spiritual, and the comments that will come in with them booking it will be, I want to know about what gifts I have. How can I heal the world? How can I help the world? Like, if everybody was like this, what a wonderful place it would be. But, and I feel like that's kind of, you know, you've taken that energy so far, and it's time to go on to the next journey. Interesting, Pisces. There you go. All right. I hope you liked that. I thought it was interesting. It'll be once a month. The beginning of the month is this karmic cycle. So thank you. And until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.